me the natty dreadlocks, Keznamdi come fi talk to you about the herb man juggling and the herb man smuggling. Lord of mercy, natural life, and you don't know say everybody healing of the nation, and it there from creation. Me love it with no hesitation. Hear me now.
Boom, this is Keznamdi once again, not wasting oxygen. And right now you're locked into IMJamaica. We are dealing with positive vibrations and a vibrant culture. Keznamdi, say that!
And here we have a reggae sensation right here from Jamaica, Keznamdi. Welcome to Destination Caribbean.
Give thanks, man. It's an honor.
Alright, so the first thing I want to talk about is, how did you get involved with music?
Well, music has always been in the background for me, being in a musical family. You know, Daddy and Mommy, Chakula and Goldilocks is in a reggae international band called Chakula, which means food in Kiswahili, but we take it as spiritual food. But so as a youth, I was more interested in about the football side of things. I wanted to be a professional footballer growing up. And so music was always in the background. I always woke up to Mommy singing harmonies with Daddy, and Daddy playing guitar and Mommy playing keyboard and stuff. But it was always more of a subconscious thing for me. And then as I got older now and started to understand what Mommy and Daddy was really doing with this music thing, that's when I realized, say, yo, music is really powerful, and actually it's a weapon and it's a mission, you know? And then that's when it started to become a hobby for me. And then it started to become a passion. And then now here it is my profession, and now we can call it my lifestyle, you know?
Indeed.
So I can say that's how I got into music in a quick, brief sentence. You know?
Love is my religion. Love is my religion. Love is my religion.
Music, as you said, it's a part of your lifestyle. It's now, you know, it progressed into being your profession. You see it as a mission.
Yeah.
You know, music is inspired by many different things. It could be your parents, it could be love, you know, so many different things, even social issues.
Yeah.
For example, in Jamaica recently, the whole legalization of marijuana debate, and I know you have a song on that. Tell us a little bit about how you see social issues, the relationship between social issues, or social and political issues, and music, and why you feel you should sing about that.
Well, my inspiration is a very limitless thing, you know. I can be inspired by this leaf right here, you know, or by a goat walking in the street, you know, because you never know when and where and how the inspiration is going to come. You know, it just comes, and I think that's the beauty of inspiration. Because if I could plan my inspiration, I don't think it would be as creative and as organic and natural as I get it, you know. So inspiration comes, and obviously, you know, there's a lot of things going on in this world right now that I feel like needs to be talked about and people need to hear about, because a lot of people just go from their 9 to 5 and don't even realize what's going on in this world, you know. So as musicians and players of instruments, we as I said before, music is a weapon and it's a serious thing. Daddy always tell me, say, yo, don't ramp with music. It's a very serious thing, because it's a channel, it's a way people can hear and hear different messages. So in terms of with the legalization of marijuana now, me as a youth, I grew up in a Rasta house. I grew up in a way where I only was allowed to play with my sisters, because my friends at school, their parents never want them to come and play with us, because they must say, yo boy, you go up to them Rasta people there and a bun beer herb and them don't want them kids around that. But now it's funny where the world is going right now, how marijuana, herb, ganja, whatever you want to call it, is becoming more accepted in normal society. Then, if you want, they're finally saying, this thing here can really help the earth, you know, because this plant is so good for the earth, not only on a recreational level, not only just smoking and whatever, but also the hemp. You know, the hemp can do so much things. It can make clothes, it can make car oil, it can make rope, you know, it can make so much different things, and it actually is good for the environment. When you grow this plant, it actually cleans the environment and it's good for the ozone layer. So this is actually a great plant, not only on a recreational level, but also industrial too. So me now, when it comes to my music now, me believe say me must sing about these things, because me going to be always an advocate for herb and marijuana. And yeah, so I would, they must say, in Jamaica now they're trying to legalize it. They started with this decriminalization thing when herb was never a criminal. So I don't know how you must decriminalize something that was never a criminal. You know, it don't make sense to me. So we would have loved to see Jamaicans realize, and the Jamaican government, the Jamaican people realize how powerful this plant is, and we can use it for our benefit, you know. I have a tune say, well, who them fi fight down all the natural cali? We don't want them alcohol that mix up in them laboratory. We don't want them drugs that mix up in them lab chemically. We want the high grade that good for me spiritually. And all the doctor them must say it good medically. Before them utilize the herbs and boost them economy. Police are brutalize the youths and beat them physically. Cause it's a thing where it can really help even Jamaicans' economy, you know, with tourism and all kind of things. So we just love to say herb legalized, and that's why we just sing about it, you know.
That's
Hopefully
nice.
that answer your question.
No,
and
definitely. But as a young person, you know, it's important for young, middle-aged people seeing a young person advocating for
Yeah.
issues. So that is also important as well. So
Yeah.
we appreciate the
Yeah,
kinds of
man.
messages that you're sending
Yeah,
out there.
man. And we appreciate love for Uno for listening these messages, because Uno have a choice, you know. Because yeah, the musicians have a role of creating constructive music. I wouldn't even want to say positive or negative, because when I talk about certain different social issues, it's probably a negative thing, but it's more constructive.
Okay.
So I think, yeah, we have to play that role too, but the listeners and the people receiving these visuals and audio and stuff need to be very aware of what them taking in, because our body is a temple and we have to treat it like one.
In terms of live music, why do you place such emphasis on doing live shows?
Live shows. Well, I think live music, definitely you cannot go around that, because it's a soul of the music. It's the root of the music. I don't have no problem with digital music, you know. But I feel like myself, can't go up on a stage with a DJ and
Next track.
and do next track. Not saying that I do it, you know, but I can't get the impact that I would love and want. You know, when I walk on stage with 6 band members behind me, it's a total different thing than just with a DJ. It's a very much more powerful and effective thing, and you can see the reception of the crowd. So music, when you play it live, it brings the soul in it and the life, you know.
Okay.
Because digitally is like you take out the life. It's like a robot I play for you. Versus when you have a drummer stay. So I like mistake too, you know. I like when a drummer make a mistake and a keys make a mistake, because it just bring the, you know, the vibes in the live show. So
One thing things I love is when you hear them say go low,
no,
I don't know.
yeah, that's ace, yeah, man. Yeah, man.
Tell me about some of the people you have worked with, whether local or international already.
After I released my EP, most of the work that I did was really a lot of my own productions. But after releasing my Bridging the Gap EP, I worked with Zinc Fence.
Nice.
You know, I did the herb song that you're talking about is called Grade. You can check it out on YouTube. It was produced by Don Carleone. That was a great experience, going up into such a legendary studio and working with a legendary musician like Don Carleone. You know, him teach me a lot about production. We just also released a new song this month with Wash Your Fire from Major Lazer.
Who is we?
So me and Kelisa, sorry.
Okay,
Kelisa is my sister. And we produced by Wash Your Fire from Major Lazer. So that was another big opportunity for us, because we don't know Major Lazer and the works that they have done in this world, you know. So we also we have many more big producers on the line. We're working with Morgan Heritage Family, you know what I mean? So we have a lot of good stuff coming on. We've been working with a lot, and also my father, Chakula, who can't live out them big producer there, you know, so yeah.
You've been going on tour in the States for a little bit. Tell me a little bit about that.
Yeah,
Excited.
so very excited, because this is going to be the first group tour that I'm doing, because it's going to be a tour. Usually when I do my tours, it's actually just me alone and my band, you know.
Alright.
But this is going to be the first, it's going to be the Dread and Terrible tour on the West Coast with me, Chronix and Kellysa. So it's going to be very exciting. We're going to be working with Kellysa and Chronix on the same stage, in the same time zone, in the same, it's just going to be, I'm very excited for it. We're going to be starting our first date on the 13th of February, I think. And we're going to be going all the way through till March. So we have some, all the West Coast people have some special, soulful, organic, natural music coming your way.
Reggae music to the
Yeah,
world.
man.
Them I tell you, I love my friend and my real brethren and I love him. But when a woman time, you want choke. Yeah, joke. You must sniff coke. Alright, I'm pork.
I've been to some of your live shows before. Tell me what is going to be different about Keznamdi live tonight?
Well, the thing is now, why every time is different, you know, because as I said, me is a limitless being. And I always try to bring something new to the table because I don't like to perform the same show every single time when I come out, especially here in Jamaica. I always like to put on a different show. So I'm doing my Keznamdi live tonight. I'm doing it because I'm going to be away for a long time after I go on the road, and I want to make sure I give my Jamaican people a special thing before I leave, you know. We're going to be having some special surprise guest artists that wasn't on my last show. We have some different, we're going to be doing a lot of new songs as well, exclusive songs that have never been released. Okay. So it's only the Jamaican people who will be getting this thing. So it will be very special. And then you don't know, say, we as a youth movement have come up, that in itself is a special thing going on right now, you know. So yeah.
One of the biggest voices out of Jamaica right now, doing a lot of big things for reggae music, you know. Give thanks for the strength, Dada.
Love every time. But before I leave, I gotta tell all the people them. Right now, Keznamdi, if you're loving how Keznamdi is going on, make some noise for my brother, please. I'm a friend, I'm a play football with. You understand? Whenever I know see a break, the HCL and FCL and RCL and that. You understand? Like I still have more vibrant.
Football, when you understand that salad, I'm here to watch myself, you know. Good.
Respect my boss. Some days of the week will be bad days. When nothing at all now go my way. You know I'ma feel like give up. Showing it all will not give up. When work starts stressing me, and then my pretty girl now caressing me. You know me have a few spots, so when me rally back, all of my problems them left me, and some of me go big on East.
Make some noise.
When you're in Jamaica, what's a typical weekend like?
A typical weekend for Keznamdi is a very boring weekend, you know. It's not a very exciting thing, you know. All I do really is make music. I wake up, my studio is right here, literally. Make music, and then I probably go run on the beach or run this hill, this whole Skyline hill, and go play some football and run that right round and cook a pot and just keep running that over and over, you know.
Very down to earth, very simple,
well,
very chill.
Yeah, I'm very boring. I would say like that.
What are some of your favorite spots in Jamaica?
I definitely would say the riverside. You know, I love rivers, any river, because it's just a very spiritual thing to me. Even more than the beach. I can't go beach and thing, but just the whole vibes, you know, usually a river is in the hills, and it's just nice, you know. And it brings forth a lot of inspiration, and the water cold, I tell you. But I love fresh water more than salt water. So,
and as his older sister, I am extremely proud. I know I'm not tired of hearing me say that, but I can't stop saying it. And you know what? Because I'm his older sister, I have the privilege of telling little secrets. I'm going to tell him some secrets tonight. I was reasoning with Kez the other day, and I don't know how many of you guys knew that he had actually one more year of college in California. And he said, Camila, you know, says you met me drop out of college. I said, Jesus. I make daddy and mom hear that. And they're gone to New York, they're not here. So I can say that tonight, right? Because I've been in very, very big trouble. But you see, Keznamdi, for all of the diehard Keznamdi friends, knows that he was originally a baller. He went to college on a football scholarship to California, and I was already there. So when he come, my glad bus, you know. And I remember his first soccer game, you know, and I was so excited. And him come out, him stirring up the place, him shuffle everybody and tackle everybody, and then all of a sudden, him roll over, right? And run to him. and it turns out that he tore his ACL, his MCL, and his meniscus, right? And we all know that Keznamdi has been, singing for a very long time. His first song was at age, 8, 9, called Mix a Color, with Mommy and Daddy in their studio. But really, ball was his first passion, and during that injury, I remember he had a cast from here all the way down, for maybe about 5-6 weeks, and during that time was when he really picked up, the music.
So you've been doing music for a little while.
Yeah.
Tell me a little bit about what your first show was like.
Okay, well, let's say my first experience in this music thing was really when my mom did her children's album. It was titled Save the World, and I was about 5 years old. And that was my first experience in a studio, professional setting. And we did it 5 years old, and I think it was a song called Mix a Color. And it was talking about what colors make what color. And them days, me never even know what color make what color. So my mother had to buy a box of crayons and Stacey and put up red and yellow, and after I showing something, I think, mix a color all day long. I think that was something like that, I remember.
Oh, nice.
So that was my first experience in the recording studio. But as a performing artist now, I would definitely say what was my first experience now was probably when I moved to Africa. And I would say when my parents were doing a lot of stage shows and stuff all across the continent, they would call me on to do my little song, and I just remember just going up on stage and just running up on the mix and the one drop and the whole excitement of band, and that's probably another reason why I'm so crazy about this live music thing, because I grew up on that, Me as a youth, I'm spoiled with studio, I'm spoiled with live music and them things. So anyway, when I was in Africa, we did a lot of shows there, opening for my parents. So I would say that would be my first experience.
I think some time back you had said you weren't an artist, meaning A-R-T.
Yeah.
You were a artist, which is H-E.
Yeah, because it come from the art, you know what I mean? A lot of people just get up artists, I want to be an artist. What is an artist? You know what I mean? As I said before in the interview, is that is a weapon, is a way of expressing yourself. You're putting true emotions on a track. That's how I perceive music, is that I take my emotions and manifest it into the physical, which is through audio. So that's why I'm say artist can come from the heart, And it's not a cliche thing, it's not a thing where I try to put out and pretend. It's really from the heart, a genuine thing.
Chalice me sip banana bar. I'm a real Rasta man, a real ganga man. I marijuana, la 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 la, on every street and every corner, la 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 la. Crush it up and roll it in my farm.
Boom, this is Keznamdi once again, not wasting oxygen, and right now you're locked into IMJamaica. We are dealing with positive vibrations and a vibrant culture. My gosh, oh gosh, Keznamdi, say that!
If a high grade herb, yeah, me got it. From me lick me and stash it in my cocky.